Hey, what up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here with the WWE Slammy Award for Match of the Year. And I can honestly tell you that I have been a little bit down on professional wrestling this year. I still watch a ton, but I just really don't feel like I remember a lot of what I watch. I had to go find a cheat sheet to look at to pick the WWE's Match of the Year. I actually went to a website on WWE.com that had a list of the top 10 matches so far in 2015. And surprisingly to me, four of those matches came from NXT. And I don't think that the Slammies link in to NXT matches as well. I don't think they're a part of the same universe. Definitely, you could tell with the NXT takeover in London, Triple H showing up to open the show. He made mention to the fact that Roman Reigns kicked his ass at the pay-per-view, but they didn't really, play up the fact that he's supposed to be dead after being stretchered out of the arena. But they gave me a list of matches that we're going to talk about for Match of the Year with Mike here. Mike, the list that they picked for us basically was Lesnar versus Cena versus Rollins from the Rumble. We've got Cena versus Owens at the Elimination Chamber. Cena and Cesaro for Monday Night Raw during the Open Challenge. Bryan versus Ziggler, which was the setup, the WrestleMania 31 ladder match. Brock versus Roman at WrestleMania 31, of course, being interrupted by Seth Rollins cashing in the Money in the Bank and then bringing up Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose, that match being at the Money in the Bank. Tell me what you think for Match of the Year this year.
All right. So going into this, actually going into the, if we throw back to the United States Championship thing that Cena had, one of the matches on there was Cesaro versus John Cena, and I was there live to see that, and oh my god, was that match amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I literally remember after that match happened, and Cena won, I literally told Cena to F off because I really wanted Cesaro to win there, and literally Super Cena has to swoop in, and you know what happened. Cesaro easily could have won the match there, and the crowd would have been nuts. The Chicago crowd, and I love that match. That match is something that I'll go back and watch. But if I'm picking match of the year, I have to go with John Cena versus Kevin Owens Elimination Chamber, because that is Kevin Owens' first match in WWE. He beat John Cena. How in the world is this guy going to come in and beat John Cena, the top guy in the company? That is a huge moment for Kevin Owens. And the fact that Kevin Owens, who looks a lot like Kevin Steen but is not the same person, comes on in, faces Cena, beats Cena on his first match in the WWE, that's a huge, huge thing. And that's another one of those where it's going to mean a lot. And when Kevin Owens wins that title a few years down at WrestleMania, it's going to everyone's going to go back to this match and say, remember when he beat Cena on his first match in WWE? So yeah, I'm going with Kevin Owens versus Cena.
Either that, or they can remember when John Cena lost to Tenzai on Monday Night Raw. But in my opinion, I'm going to give the Slammy to Lesnar versus Cena versus Rollins. This is honestly a match that happened a year ago at the Royal Rumble, and I can honestly tell you that before they put it on paper in front of me, I forgot about this match, but this match was freaking awesome. I know that I was over at my buddy Victor's house, and we were watching the match there, and everything looked like it was in chaos. Brock Lesnar went through the table. I can't honestly remember how he went through it, but I remember him being down on the outside, medics coming over, Michael Cole saying that Brock Lesnar had a broken rib, and that he was no longer going to be a part of this match, and it was almost like Rollins and John Cena were inside of the ring, and they were freestyling because they didn't know what to do. Because we saw Rollins hit the Phoenix Plunge for the first time inside of the WWE ring, and moves like that most of the time are told to the performers, you can't do that. Evan Bourne has been telling the story about basically he wasn't going to use the splash off a top rope, but basically he went to Vince and told him that he could hit it, and they made Matt Striker lay down in the middle of the ring, and Evan Bourne had to climb to the top of the top rope and do, he says 1,000, but he said he had to do a lot of these just to be able to prove that he was going to be able to do this each and every night, not injure anybody, that he was the best at doing this move, and then he does it. So when Rollins pulled that out of his bag of tricks, I really was surprised, and I thought that honestly they were more than likely booking on the fly, and that anything really could happen, and then only for Brock to be able to scoop his way back into the ring and then win the match. They duped me. They duped everybody. I think that was the match of the year. Lesnar versus Cena versus Rollins. I do support you. Cena versus Owens was a real big surprise at the Chamber. I remember thinking to myself, like, that would be great if Owens won. And then when Owens really did win, it was like, wow, that is cool. I already got, I think we both had Owens winning the award for the Breakout Star of the Year. To me, honestly, I think it's going to be a little bit of a surprise if Owens does walk away with 2 awards for Match of the Year and for Breakout Star of the Year. But Mike, I know that you haven't picked up the Owen Hart documentary yet, but just think about this. Kevin Owens walking away with 2 Slammies, just like Owen Hart did. What do you think about that?
I don't know where you're going with that, but yeah, that'd be awesome.
You don't know about Owen Hart and his Slammies? He always had the Slammies with him. Like, that's how he got over. He had 2 Slammies in his hand. And I'm thinking that if Owens wins 2 of them, he can hold them up over his head and he'd be, woo! My Slammy Awards.
You can do that.